Hello, Sagittarius. It's umomgtarot, and this is your someone secretly talking about you tarot card reading. Let's have a look at who with the astrology reading cards, and then we'll get into a tarot spread. And oh, there's a proof line here. You're not gonna live. You're not gonna live much longer. It's a spiritual place, but it's not a fly place. Okay, we don't play that around here. Now, let's have a look at the astrology reading cards. If you'd like your own personal reading, please give the description a look-sees. There's a link there to my website. And here's your first card. What a shuffle. What a shuffle we got going here. Capricorn energy. They were talking about you? What? The energy around you is serious, materialistic, and hardworking. It bestows shrewdness and cautious ambition. Okay. You want to do that? Do that. Do that. Okay, be a Capricorn. Capricorns are ruled by the planet Saturn, which gives them structure, willpower, and a little bit of pessimism because they got to weigh all things, but they lean towards caution. And then Capricorn energy, they like the finer things, and they like a good social status. Cat, where are you going? You're not going to vomit, are you? Are you vomiting? Are you thinking about vomiting? Stay on a non-carpet, please. Your next card is Aries. The energy around you is dynamic and spontaneous. Crusading, impulsive action is likely. Hello, Aries. Hi. I like an Aries next to a Capricorn. Lots of ambition, lots of passion, lots of go-getter energy. Then we have Pisces, and the energy is wistful, endlessly loving, and compassionate and forgiving. It confuses and softens resolve. So we have the psychic and sensitive sign of the zodiac, Pisces, the old soul, if you will. Pisces is ruled by Neptune, so their imagination is crazy. It's crazy, which could serve you well, but it could also be a little detrimental if, especially with Aries, we have that Mars, that quarrelsome energy, that aggressive energy. And then if you're all sensitive like a Pisces, and then like you have an imagination, so you're like, I had a dream that you did this. Like their dreams can like for real make them mad at people in real life. Because I feel like it's also an intuitive dream too. So you might be a warning about you. Alright, so you got a complex individual here. Sensitive, ambitious, a little reactive, structured, practical, logical. Yeah, why not? So let's have a look at what they're talking about when it comes to you, because we gotta know, right? That's why we're here. And I'm using the Golden Universal, and here's your first card. Okay, so we have the Six of Wands in reverse, followed by the Six of Swords upright. And then we have the Five of Swords, followed by the Eight of Cups in reverse. And finally, let me move that. You don't gotta be there. You do not need to be there. In fact, you can move, all of you. And the Seven of Pentacles. Interesting numbers going on. 6, 5, 8, 7. Does that feel like a going up and then going down and then going up and going down? Like 2 steps forward, 1 step backwards, 1 step forward, 2 steps backward. So like, feels kind of weird like that. So we also kind of have that energy with Aries and Pisces. So 1 step backwards, but you land at the beginning and the hella end, or all the way at the, Let's have a look here at this whole situation. So what's this person talking about? I feel like it's like, when it's like this and there's no major arcana, I'm like, are you being petty? Are you just like, kind of just processing? Are you processing? Like, because it feels more of a transitional era because there are no major themes. Like the B plots in Dragon Ball Z. It's like, oh, Garlic Jr. Fast forward. Fast forward. Don't care. You're not a major villain. Okay. So we start off here. We're talking about maybe something that has fallen through, some sort of victory or celebration of some sort that was supposed to happen, but it didn't happen, or it's been delayed. And that's where the talking begins. Let me talk about that. Well, you know why that happened, right? How them stories get started with the eyebrows. I'm like, oh. And the reason I feel like there might be a little tea involved is because of the swords here. Because it does feel a little dramatic, especially for something that doesn't have a major theme. It feels like we're trying to move on. Trying to move on from this. So was there something proposed where like, hey, we're going to promote you to whatever. And then they go, you know what, forget it. We're just going to go in a different direction. And, you know, you just keep doing what you're doing. And then, you know, they're talking about that. Because that's a thing that happened. But on some level, I think what's being discussed here is just the thing that happened that was supposed to happen. And it didn't, or it's delayed. And then the fact that, like, how you moved on, how you moved forwards. Did you move away, or are you a legend from where it is you moved from? And they're telling your story. You're supposed to get promoted. They Jay Leno'd you. So then you decide to just move to a different network. When you look back, you have some regrets. But you have some. Oh. Alright, that's Benny. So then we have the 8 of Cups. Okay, this is looking juicy. It's looking juicier than it should. Because I feel like this is like, is this a point of drama, or do they feel bad for you? I feel like there would be more compassion because of that Pisces energy. Maybe they had a dream about it. Maybe they had some sort of psychic, like, oh, I knew it kind of thing. But it doesn't really, it's not really too... Not really too prominent here, you know, because I feel like there's swords here. There's this victory that's disappointing that it's not happening. And, you know, between Capricorn and Aries, they like the ambitiousness. They like the being rewarded for their exertions. And so with this, I feel like maybe they're talking about either an injustice or how you chose to move on from a situation, or, you know, maybe how it feels like it's connected to work. It feels like it's connected to career because of that business connection between Capricorn and Aries. It feels like there's something that fell through and things will never be the same. So the way that you're moving on is with some sort of regret, or maybe they have some sort of regret of how things went down, if there was like all this damage or people were affected, or, you know what I mean? Like they have some, maybe the way that you left, maybe the way that you move on, or you know, what if you quit? What if you were like, I'm leaving right today, like today. And they have some regrets that they didn't stand up for you, or they didn't mention this. Maybe it would have made the outcome different. And they seem to be talking about that. Maybe they need to talk about it for themselves, because there's a mental battle here. There's a battle here within. And you can see that it is a battle, because the 8 of Cups is leaving this person very depressed or unable to move on or get over what happened. Maybe it's like they pitched you as an opportunity and then you didn't get the job, or, you know, they introduced you to someone and it didn't work out, and it was like more than didn't work out, and you're trying to move on from it. And they feel guilty, or they feel like, embarrassed or something, but it's something that brings them down quite a bit as far as like their vibration or not self-worth, but, you know, how they feel. It's like, damn, why do I keep doing that? 7 of Pentacles. Potential. Makes you wonder, is this cat vomiting? You sound like you're vomiting. You sound like you're going... Minnie? I hate when you go under the bed, because I know you're going there to vomit. And why would you want to... Oh, hi, you're not there. You're here. Hi, come here. Hi. Don't go under there to vomit. I know that's where you vomit. I see it. And I clean it. And I don't like that I have to do that every once in a while. Because you have to vomit under the bed where my head is, and sometimes I smell cat food and I don't know why. I'm thinking, wow, I have a good sense of smell. I'm smelling cat food all the way from here. You vomited under my bed where I lay my head to rest. You cat, you. Love you though. You didn't mean it, but like, just, you did though. Like, okay, I'm sorry guys. I'm really sorry about that. Okay, so let's go back. Let's look at this reading as a whole again, and just narrow it down. Close up the chapter, because we pretty much see what it is. This person is ambitious. They're caring. They like you. They care. You know what I mean? Like, they care, but they're ambitious, and they're smart though. So I feel like that's where these regrets come from. It's like, it's not a good business decision to do that, but as a human, ethically, maybe I should have stood up for you. Maybe I should have showed them some sort of, maybe I should have snitched on Laszlo because he was cheating you and framing you and I knew about it. Like, there's something in there that this person regrets, and that's why they got to talk about it. That they regret in the stage of whatever it was that you went through that was ultimately a disappointment, causing you to have to move on, possibly leave a company or leave a friendship, leave a relationship, whatever. I feel like their part in it or their witness to it, they shouldn't have said some things, or they should have interfered and said some things. But either way, they saw the damage, the people that had to walk away, the people who, you know, suffered as a result, and maybe not even just you, and they feel regret about that, and they can't necessarily get over it. Not in a way like they're obsessing over it, but like when they think about it, they're like, dang. And it's like they disconnect from it. Maybe they don't want to talk about it with just about anyone, just about everyone. They only want to talk about it with a select, like it's like they're private about it, but they talk about it. They are in their feels about it, they feel sad about it, and then they think about the future. They think about what they could grow, like if they could rebuild the relationship, or if they could be wherever they could be again. So hopefully this isn't as far as like a relationship goes. I mean, they could be a disappointment in a relationship, and the same thing apply, where they just feel regret, but they are trying to cut their losses. They feel bad about what they had to do, but they had to do it. Maybe they have some regrets about how they handled it, or what they said, or a lack of sensitivity. But it really got them down, really got them going introspective, you know, and really assessing what the potential of growth, going somewhere else, is. And that could be if with their connection to you, like, is there potential that we'll ever talk again, or we'll ever be where we were, what we once were, and they're thinking about that, or they're thinking about where they want to go next, now that they have made this sacrifice, now that they've done this disappointing thing, or not said anything, not spoke up. They feel like they're wondering, that's a lot of sneezing on my bed near my pillow. Girl, I love you, but you know, there's a lot of goo coming out of your face as she gets older. Okay, so the Seven of Pentacles, they're thinking about the potential and growth for the future, but it's like so hazy. It's like, yo, you gotta take that off my bed. I love you to death, but you can't even keep up with licking all the goo that's coming out of your face! Minnie, I love you, but you can't be... Okay, you're not sneezing now, so I'll leave it alone. So yeah, I'm gonna get up out of here and try to look for mucus molecules on my bed sheets, and you guys can take a gander at this spread and see where it applies to you. Somebody who had to kind of walk away from you, or you had to disconnect from. Maybe they could have done more. Maybe you have resentment there. Maybe they feel the resentment, and that's why they talk about it. Like, do they think that I like should have, you know? But you know, I don't really like to get involved. You know, you coward. But you know, it's a smart business move not to get involved. But yeah, you may have, you know, you have feelings, you have sensitivity, or maybe you got involved and you shouldn't have. You know, it could be any of the sorts. But this person is at least reflecting on their actions and where they affected you, where they went wrong. Alright, so there it is. That is your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment, share the video, and if you'd like your own personal reading, please check out the description. There's a link to my website, as well as a link to my Etsy shop. And yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.